Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button or click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on Brainflotv. Brittish Williams has been sentenced to 4 years in prison after pleading guilty on 15 felonies. We got to get into the story right here. See, we've been covering the story for a while, and like I said, hit that subscribe button, but click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time we update these stories. Today, we're taking the info from page 6. As it says, Brittish Williams has now been sentenced to 4 years in prison for 15 fraud-related felonies. Brittish Williams is a reality TV star, and we'll get into all that in a minute. In court on Tuesday, the Basketball Wives LA star, who is currently 33 years old, reportedly asked the judge for some leniency in her sentencing so that she wouldn't be away from her daughter, whose name is Dash. Well, Dash is going to be without her mama for the next 4 years, and it's not that bad because she was supposed to be without her mama for the next 27 years. Because that is what she was facing before sentencing. 27 years. To go from 27 years, facing 27 years, to actually getting sentenced to 4 years, I would say you got away with murder, right? But here goes the story. She said, "I knew better, and I did wrong anyways." That's what she said. And she said this in a interview with a St. Louis-based newspaper called the Riverfront Times. "I knew better and I did wrong anyways." That's exactly what the prosecutor said in court. That's what the judge said. That's what everybody said. You knew better. You knew you were doing wrong, and you still did it anyways. Not only that, it is said that when the feds closed in on her the first time, that it didn't stop her from continuing to do what she was doing anyways. Now, she was involved in all types of fraud. And I'm talking about, like, there was no breaking, slowing down in the way that she was getting to the money. But, you know, getting into all this, the fancy cars, the flashy lifestyle. Apparently, it came out in court that she was being paid on this reality TV show, Basketball Wives LA. She was being paid to portray her luxurious lifestyle. But here's the thing. She didn't really have a luxurious lifestyle. She was funding her luxurious lifestyle through fraud. Right. I don't know if this was her way to become famous, and she figured out, well, fake it till you make it, steal the money, back the lifestyle, the image, sell it, and then the big checks will start rolling in once you get hired and start working on these reality TV shows. I don't know what the plan was, but whatever it was, it surely backfired on her. She said, "I knew better and I did wrong anyways." Now, according to the outlet, the former reality star also said that the idea of being separated from her 5-year-old was heartbreaking. Well, the reality is that you are going to be separated from your 5-year-old. Not too many people are showing her remorse for that because, you know, you were a mama all this time while you were doing your dirt. So obviously you weren't thinking about your little shorty while you were off fleecing people out of their money. In addition to her 4-year sentence, the judge ordered that she will pay restitution. So she has to pay back $565,000 after doing 4 years in prison. And then after she gets out for another 5 years, she will be on parole. She'll be monitored. She'll be on papers. She got to check in with a parole officer. Brittish Williams was getting paid to portray her celebrity lifestyle when in fact she was a typical fraudster, is what Special Agent in Charge Jay Greenberg said. at press release time. Now, after today's sentencing, her reality is now the life of a felon. In May, Williams, who is now 33 years old, she pled guilty to 5 federal counts of misuse of a social security number, 4 counts of bank fraud, 3 counts of making false statements to the IRS, and 3 counts of wire fraud. In details in the court papers, it said that she filled out during the pandemic 9 applications for PPP loans with false information on them, claiming that she had a company, she had employees, her company was struggling to stay afloat, which is exactly what the money was for during the pandemic. Federal authorities said that she illegally obtained PPP loans that were meant to go to businesses that were affected during the pandemic, and she didn't have no business. So the money came in, and off the PPP loan, 2 of those checks out of the 9 applications, 2 of them cashed out to about $144,000. And when she got the money, it is documented in court papers that she went on a shopping spree, bought herself a nice car, bought herself a bunch of fancy clothes, and took a whole lot of pictures to show. These crimes took place over the course of nearly a decade and continued even after she was indicted. So she kept chipping away at it. She kept doing it, and the feds came, ran in on her, and according to them, it still did not stop her from continuing to do what she was doing. I'm surprised they didn't hit her with more prison time than this. So the marriage boot camp star was also accused of underreporting her income to the IRS for 2017 to 2019 and for fraudulently using social security numbers that were not hers to open multiple accounts with credit card companies and banks, and she submitted fake medical bills to at least one insurance company. The fake medical bill to the one insurance company actually paid out another $100 and something thousand, which she split up with the people who helped her to do the fraud. She joined the cast of Basketball Wives LA during season 3 in 2014. Now, at that time, she appeared on a VH1 show as the fiance of overseas basketball player Lorenzo Gordon. I know everybody's about to go look it up right now. I never seen the show. Let me go look it up. Basketball Wives LA, season 3, 2014. Now you're going to get to see her fiance at the time, who is also the father of her daughter, which she is about to leave right now to go to prison for 4 years. The good thing about her situation is this. Well, 2 good things. The first one is she didn't get the 27 years that she was looking at. And if you seen all the details of this case spelled out, you would have said she deserved every minute of that 27 years if she had gotten 27 years. She went into court. She said she was remorseful. She knew what she was doing. She knew it was wrong. She did it anyways, and there's no apologies for it. She accepts full responsibility, but she is begging the judge to please be lenient because she is still a mommy, and even though she made her mistake, nobody died in it. It's cash. Not that it justifies it, but she'll be leaving her daughter, who is now 5 years old, for however many years the judge gives her. I guess the judge had a soft heart, because instead of 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, the judge came back with 4 years. She was also a co-host on a morning show in St. Louis on the radio. But after pleading guilty in her case, she was fired from that job too. So now she's up the road, about to go do her 4 years. Another good part is she'll be home in time to see her daughter grow up, right? It's not like when she gets back, her daughter will be 20 years old, 19 years old. Her daughter is 5 now. By the time mommy gets back home, her daughter will be 9 years old. If she ends up doing all 4 years, she might be out in 3 years on good behavior or whatever the case may be. We'll see how it goes. But that's the end of her story, and we followed it all the way through from indictment to imprisonment, and that's what it is. Lesson learned for everybody out there. You chase that money. It's easy money. It comes to you in a lump sum, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You ball out. You get a nice car. You get some fancy clothes. And then you go do some hard time in prison. So end of the day, it ain't everybody that you see flossing really got it off hard work. A lot of them got to be looking over their shoulders because the law is coming and they're going to have to pay for it one way or another. You make your choices. You spread your bed, like grandma say, you're going to lay in it. I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's Brainflotv. I'm out. Peace.